it's Crafty Kitty, and I'm here to do the Dear to My Heart collab, which is being hosted by Lacee Space, Hostedbykrsse, and Live Laugh Shop. Um, they had an open invitation for people to join this collab, and I really wanted to join this one. Basically, it's items that you will keep rather than when you're decluttering, not you don't want to throw away, you don't want to give away, you just want to keep them because they mean so much to you. So I have 3 items that I will share with you that I'm going to keep forever until, I guess, until I die, and I guess whenever whatever child decides maybe they want it, I don't know, maybe they don't want it, who knows. But anyways, I will show you the very first item, which is my baby blanket. I had this thing, I believe, from the time I was 8 or 7. I think I got it because I had an accident and I needed a baby blanket. I needed a little blanket to keep with me at the hospital so that I was fine. So that's another story. I'll share those stories with you another time, not now, but I'll show you my blanket. It is falling apart and it is in extremely rough shape. So let me show you. It is literally, falling apart. I actually slept with this until I was roughly 35 years old, until it started falling apart, and when we wash it, it would fall apart. Like, it's so thin and it has holes all over the place in the back. One whole panel kind of ripped off. All the stuffing came out, and my husband said, "Okay, that's the end of that. No more sleeping with this. No more washing it because I'm tired of fluff in my underwear." Gonna share that with you very much. But anyways, if you look at the front, there's all these handmade panels that were put on here for me. I really like it. It was, I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with the home paints art kits that they used to have, which was, I think it was called Trichem and Cameo, and you would basically paint on your material, and it was, my mom did this a lot, and she had a lot of them. It was fun, and we could do little things every now and then ourselves. So there's this one, a little puppy, and this one was just a piece of material with that, and then it was just other things. Anyways, as you can see, this blanket is totally falling apart. See, so it's in my closet. It's up on the shelf, and that's where it stays. But this will never be thrown away and never be given away. Well, no, first of all, I don't think anybody would really want it, but I want it. This was my most comforting thing to sleep with when I was, moving away from home and whatever else. So this is my baby blanket, and it's not going to be going anywhere. The other things I have are 2 costumes that I made for my sons when they were just little boys. They were only 3 and 2 at the time, and these were the very first costumes I ever made. Once it was all over, somebody said, "Why don't you just give them away, or just get rid of them? They're taking up space." And I was like, "I don't think so." Anyways, so I made Tigger. I did make a 3rd costume for my friend's little boy, who I consider my nephew. I made him the Winnie the Pooh costume. So I made Tigger for my oldest son, Max. That's the little hat. I think the hat is what turned out the best of everything. The costumes, they're not quite so, greatly made, So this is the costume he wore. He's just a little guy. I even managed to get the zipper in, and I'm telling you, that was a feat of its own, because holy moly, it took me forever to get that to go in there. I took it out about 6 or 7 times. And stuffing the tail, I had stuffed it too much, so it just literally it's so heavy. When he was wearing it, he was just like, whoa. But I mean, it turned out really good, I think, for a first time kind of try. But I wouldn't get rid of this. I want to keep this, and maybe if I'm lucky, one of my grandchildren will wear this. I have my other son, he's on the bed here listening to me talk. Now I'm going to show you his costume. I made him Eeyore. Now his pattern, like I said, it was one of the first costumes I made, and if you take a look, it's kind of poking out here, and that's because for some reason I had managed to flip the material the wrong way, or the pattern piece the wrong way, one or the other anyways. So it has these little poofs that poke out on his kneecaps, and on his chest up here it just I kind of sewed it backwards, so it always looked like a little tuft coming up, poking out of his chest here. But this is, I thought I did pretty good. I think the best part was Eeyore's tail, the little pink bow. That was fun. And yeah, so this is what I made for him. Again, that's not going anywhere. It's staying here as well. So now if I can get my sons to do something, I'm going to be right back. Okay, so here's my boys. They were gracious enough to show what they look like. There's Maxwell. Say hi, Max, in his Tigger outfit. It's about, 16 years later. And there's my other son, Sam. Again, 16 years later. And that's what they look, that was their costume. Eeyore and Tigger. Say hi, boys.
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to let them go now. So those were my boys. And they were kind enough to put their old costume hats on. So, yep, those are definitely not going anywhere. And if I'm lucky, I could one day be a grandma and my grandchildren will get to wear those. So, I want to thank Lacee, Chrissy, and Mandy for hosting this collab. And you should go check out their channels. They're awesome. Also, watch the playlist. I believe Lacee has created a playlist of all the people who have participated in this collab. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you aren't subscribed to Lacee Space, hosted by Chrissy, or Live, Laugh, Shop, then please go and check out their channels as well and subscribe to them. Give them a big thumbs up. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So let's all get crafty. Bye-bye.